Hi, my name is Alyssa Chambers, and this is the next episode of Astrology and Makeup. This is the Leo episode, and if you are a Leo as your sun sign, then this is good for you, but it's also good if you have Leo in other places of your chart. If you haven't looked your chart up yet, there's a video I posted on how to do it, or you could just Google it, but this will help you to understand yourself a little bit better. I'm also gonna do my makeup. So Leo on your chart looks like it's like got a tiny circle, and then it kind of comes around like an N shape kind of. Leo is ruled by the sun, and it's also your fifth house, which is super important. So anything in your fifth house will have Leo-like energies, and that's really important because it helps determine who you are as a person. Leo is also known as the lion. A lion represents it. So Leo is known for the most part to help with passion. They're very passionate people. They're a fire sign. So anything you see in like the fifth house is like things that you're going to be really passionate about. They're good at drama, which I know sounds like stupid, but it's good and bad. They're very dramatic people, which can be frustrating, but they're also, it makes them really fun. It makes them funny. It makes, like, most entertainers have Leo like a good amount in their chart, at least somewhere. They also can be very difficult to deal with in that aspect because everything to them is like drama or passion. I don't even mean that in a mean way. I mean that in like they just can't help it. That's just who they are as people, is they're just dramatic, and everything to them is like live or die, end of the world, super drama. But they are literally like that about everything. Like everything to them is so crazy. They live their life almost as if they're constantly like being watched, like they're on a stage. Like everything to them is like, oh, someone could be watching me, someone's gonna notice this. That is really crazy, and I feel like that's so difficult. That's gotta be like exhausting. Like, can you imagine if you constantly are just thinking that someone's putting you up on a pedestal and you have to live up to that? I feel like a lot of Leos live that way, that they're just like super concerned about what everyone else thinks, and they think that everybody's like literally watching them and like waiting for them to like mess up, or they feel like they have to add like so much emphasis and drama to things because otherwise they'll be boring, and then what are they gonna do? So Leo, whatever you have in your fifth house, whatever you have Leo, is what you shine at. You probably shine at what you find like comes easily to you, just because you're just, I don't know, that's just your like brightest star, the sun. But unfortunately, on the other side of that is like imposter syndrome. They have seriously bad imposter syndrome. It's crazy. I've like never seen anything like it. Imposter syndrome is basically like you do something and you are genuinely good at it, and maybe at first you think that you're good at it, but then it'll start to gain momentum a lot of times. So like celebrities, writers, stuff like that, it'll gain momentum, and all of a sudden like people will be famous for these things, or like they think they're not good at something even though they are good at it. So they're always teeter-tottering on this like fake. They feel fake, like they're a fraud. So this imposter syndrome portrays itself in different ways for different people and different placements. So let's just say hypothetically my moon is in the fifth house, and my moon, therefore, I feel like I shine very brightly, but also at the same time it gives me this like, nah, I don't think I could do that. Even if I could do it, even if I did do it, and even if somebody told me they liked it, I would be like, I don't know. I feel like you didn't, though. It always makes me think of like American Idol. So people who go on that show, they either think they can sing or they think they can't sing, or maybe somebody told them they could sing, kind of thing. So I find that a lot of people who go on there, they'll be like awful and they'll think they're great. That's how it is for Leo. Or reverse, they're great and they're like, my friends all tell me that I'm great. And then they go on the show and they sing and they're like, oh my God, you're amazing. And they're like, what? Like, there's the confidence. That's the big thing with Leo, is their confidence is so strange. Like, it makes no sense. There's no like rhyme or reason to it. Like, sometimes I think they're great, sometimes they don't. Like, I don't know what makes this happen in their head. It's gotta be miserable. So yeah, Leos are always struggling with this deep inner like problem with self-worth. They need praise, and if you don't give it to them, then they'll just like assume that you love them anyway, and it's fine. Not always. They'll say that, but they're gonna probably think that you actually hate them. Like, if you don't say that they're great. They might even potentially like ghost you. Like, if they send you something and you don't give them the appropriate amount of like, wow response, then they might up and be like, okay, that wasn't good enough for me. But that's also the reason why Leos feel the need to always be so like loud. I'm not even trying to be a jerk. It's just like a fact. Leos just feel like they have to always put on a show and get all the eyes looking at them to feel good. Like, oh, if people are paying attention to me, then that must mean that I'm good. And because of this need to be noticed, they also are super, super flirty. They're known for that. It's bad. They can't help it. They just want your attention. Just give them all the attention. What's the big deal, you know? So, depending on where Leo is in your chart is how it affects you. So, if it's in your Venus, which is love, you're probably really flirty. You probably really love like dramatic relationships. A lot of times people will fight on purpose. I find a lot of people that I know that have like Leo moons or Leo suns enjoy a good fight. They're like, just fight with me. I need a little drama. Now, if you find yourself in a relationship with a Leo Venus or a Leo in general, then they'll also be super loyal. So like, they're very flirty. If you find yourself a good one, they will be loyal, and like treat you crazy well. Pay for whatever you want. Take care of whatever you want. They love that like lavish lifestyle kind of thing. So like, if someone has a Leo Mars, then that's, like the god of war with passion. So that's gonna be like, they're gonna come at you. If you have a Leo Mercury, then you're gonna speak in a way that's very passionate. It might be intimidating to people a little bit who can't handle it. If you watch my older videos, then anything past like Mars and Jupiter takes a longer time to go around the sun. So you're not really gonna find Leo Plutos or anything like closer to that unless they're older, because that's how long it takes for them to go around. So what you want to look for is things in your 5th house, which that's a representation of Leo. So even if you have like, really? So even if you have like a water sign Mars, so like a Cancer Mars, that's like aggressive love. Like, you just love people hard. People are your family. And then you have it also in the 5th house. It's like, not only do I love you, I'm gonna like show everyone, like you're gonna be very happy about it. Or if you have like a Leo Venus, so that's very passionate love, then if it's in like in your 2nd house, so 2nd house is kind of like Taurus. Taurus is like touch and feel and stuff like that. So if you had a Leo Venus in your 2nd house, it would be like you enjoy touch, you like the sensualness, like stuff like that. You show love through like hugs, probably stuff like that. So that is how Leo can affect your chart, or things in your 5th house. A lot of people I know have like a Chiron in Leo, so your wound that you have in life is that you need attention, but you also don't feel deserving of it, which I'm sure is like a thrill, probably a good time. I'm so sorry. That's all I have to say about Leo right now. Next is Virgo, and then I'm gonna get into the houses once I get done all of the signs. This is just taking forever, I'm sorry.